I wasn't fucked up.
Check. We all good?
Check.
You know what, Dusko? We have to throw hands one of
Check.
these days.
We will after this.
Oh, say less.
Let's go. Let's
Nah,
do this.
fuck the gloves. I'll throw hands any day with this motherfucker without gloves. Hell yeah, fam.
What?
You think I'm scared of this motherfucker, dude? I'll suck this, fam.
All of a sudden, now that he has a girl?
He got balls now.
No, wait, what does
He
that
got
have to
balls
do
now all
with
of a
it?
sudden.
What is it? Dude,
He's like, I don't need you no more.
He's like, yeah.
bro, since high school, I've been
Like,
trying
I'm
to get
getting
down
my
with this
green card one way or
motherfucker.
another.
Can I start this like at least mental health type
Okay,
of
so
podcast?
yeah, sorry.
Oh, hey, sorry, I
Oh, is this
apologize.
mental health?
Well, just the beginning. So, all right, baby. Life podcast, the most authentic, most
Yes,
organic
sir.
podcast out here. One more time. Here, pleasing your ears on a Monday morning. Hopefully you're not hungover. Hopefully you're making it a time to work. And hopefully if you're off, which is some people, or if you're not waking up, fuck it.
Oh, it's gonna be holiday.
No, it won't be a holiday. This will be a week after holidays. Maybe people are still recovering. But if you notice, right now, some of us are wearing the green ribbon on our chest. Shout out to the National Alliance on Mental Health Illness.
Yes,
and
sir.
we're still recording this episode on Mental Health Month. So shout out to them. Shout out if you need help, if you need somebody and you probably can't, confine in anybody around you, this website will help you out. So we'll leave that link right there on the bio. Make sure you tap in. But we're back, boys and girls. Wow.
Look who's here, though.
Look
You
who's
gotta
here.
introduce
We got to
her
present
properly.
her. We got to give her the round of
Yeah.
applause. She made it.
Forever.
This is Podcast OG.
This is
Just
OG.
like Dylan, she was first on an episode, and we talked about her life during that time. Then she came on as basically kind of like a director, kind of shot analyst. She was the brains behind this whole podcast. And now she is Cindy 2.0 because
This is a completely
this is a whole different Cindy.
I love this.
But I'm honestly probably one of the realest and honest persons around
yeah,
us.
definitely, bro.
She'll tell you how it is. She don't give a fuck if you're a guy or girl.
She doesn't concord. She'll tell you what the fuck she really
don't-
feels like.
She don't give a fuck about how you feel. You're gonna hear it, whether you like it or not. But Messina Hernandez is right back, bro. What the hell?
Cindy, yes, sir.
Yeah, we got the host. One of the hosts is over there, Mr. Dylan.
Ya tú sabes, ya tú
Sometimes I
sabes,
still want to
baby.
get down with him, but we all have that one friend you want to fight, and Dylan's one of them.
See, it's not even me. See, you guys thought it was me. It's him.
Now it started already.
Oh, say fucking less.
And then Mr. Famous out here going trending.
Look at him.
Mr.
Goddamn,
Mr. Jose
yo.
Machuca,
Famous
Pepe,
ass fool.
influencer ass fool. You don't believe it, bro, but look at all the numbers that's happening.
I'm looking at the
fashionista
numbers. I'm looking
influencer.
at
The fashionista
I was telling,
influencer.
I want to dress like you one day, fam. Like I want you to dress me.
Let's go.
I think we kind of settled it. He's like our manager type, like, yeah, just our manager. He keeps us all on check.
He's the one that dressed me for Coachella. He gave me little tips and tricks for Coachella.
Nah.
You should do videos like that.
What fashion?
Dude,
videos?
we've been
We
telling
told
him.
them.
We've
We're
been
not the only ones telling you, you
Hey,
see?
hey, if it's Cindy's telling you, you got to do it, fam.
You gotta do it, huh?
Yeah, don't listen to Dylan. Dylan sometimes.
Don't listen to me, fam. I'm
I
the
gave up
youngest
on that one
motherfucker
already.
here. Don't
I
listen
told
to
him
me.
earlier, right before this podcast, I'm like, bro, I'm not going to tell you anymore because ya valió verga. You won't listen to
I
me.
just do it just to get him mad, and then I post later. Like, it's the same shit.
Are you guys ready for these questions that our followers, our supporters, our second family asked us? Because, man, they're tough.
Good.
You don't have no idea what we're about to ask, but we need your perspective. Thoughts on setting something free, and if it comes back, is it meant to be?
Something free?
Thoughts on setting something free or someone.
Oh, okay,
And
okay,
if it
okay.
comes back, was it meant to be?
Damn.
That's deep.
That's.
Why'd you let them go in the first place?
Ooh.
Let's start off there. Because if it's a toxic reason, let them go. They can stay away. You know, I don't need them back.
That's pretty good. That's
I think if people leave and then people leave, what was the reason in the first place, right?
Yeah.
How you're saying.
I would think, right?
And why are they coming back now? Is it because you're doing better and feeling better, or you're looking better, or is it the positioning in life? Guy's perspective, I think. Cindy? Help us out here.
Oh, it's different because if you ask me now, it's my perspective on it is so different.
Go for it.
I guess this kind of involves religion just now. In a sense, like a person, you can meet someone that's in the season, like in your right season, not in the right season, and they're just not meant to be it. It could have been toxic, could not have been toxic. But if they come back, I think it's more of ask, or the way I would go about it, do a prayer, ask God if this person's meant to be in your life. And that's what I've been doing. I've been asking, doing that, hey, like, Lord, if this person is not meant to be in my life, please remove them. And you'll know right away. You'll get that feeling. You'll get that gut instinct to remove them. But it's so different from before. I would have been like, no, F that person.
Yeah.
I think now it's just take a look at the person they are now and kind of be open-minded. Because we all come from, we could have been in a whole different place and completely changed all over again. So
I think that, like what she said earlier in this is, maybe you're not at the right time in life to have this person or be with this person because you're in two different either lifestyles or worlds in a sense. Because there's people that are career driven and have no time right now. And there's people that are still healing from previous journeys and maybe they can't relate that love or that intention that, that other person deserves. But for some odd reason or another, there's people that try to force that. Like, oh, this was meant to be, and I'm going to do whatever it takes in order to keep it. Mm-hmm. But it becomes toxic. It
takes a toll on you, bro. It takes a toll on you trying to force some shit into, like, a relationship, a friendship, stuff like that. It takes a toll on you, and at the end, you're going to be like, fuck, this wasn't worth it, I
think when people are trying to fit in where the piece doesn't fit. Exactly. The pieces to the puzzle are not making sense, but you're still trying to, fuck it, it looks good, though. I'm going to try to force it, and it never was supposed to be there. I can't answer this one because do you want kids eventually? You guys don't have kids? that Dylan knows of. Hey, if you see someone that looks like Dylan walking around, let him know. Send it to him.
Let me ask her, are you okay? I'm playing.
Do you want kids eventually? I think a question from this.
Do you want more kids?
Do I want more kids?
Yeah, I was about to,
That would be a better question.
Why are you guys switching it up on me right now?
Personally,
okay.
If I were to see it, I'm younger. If I were to see it, you win the fucking lottery. You got a boy and a girl, bro.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Right now, where I'm at, I wouldn't want more kids because right now I'm still in my personal building stage in my career and my life, and my two babies are going through this change. Like I'm growing up with them at the same time. I think if I were to have any more, then I'm going to try to make up lost time that I didn't have with these babies and either put it on the new one or vice versa, focus on the new one because it's a baby and forget about my two new ones. Personally, I think because again, I had Noah at 23 years old. Like I'm still growing up. I grew up with this kid. So I've heard it before where your first child that you have, that's like your best friend because as much as that baby is growing up in life, you're also growing up in life. So you're learning how to be a parent. You're learning how to be a father, a mother. You're going through the mistakes. You're learning more about yourself, responsibilities. Like I believe I just took a different route in what everybody thinks is to be a parent. I believe I just jumped the gun because I'm very impulsive. And as soon as my partner got pregnant, I said instead of living at home, like an ideal type of situation, I said I need to jump into the deep end of the water. I need to take this chance. I took the chance. I was saving money, but I never had to pay rent. I never had to pay a light, a bill, internet. I never had to buy furniture. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me because it taught me that I needed to fend for myself. Can't depend on mom and dad anymore. Yeah, there will be your backbone, and if you fail, they'll be there. But, what kind of parent would you be if your son is trying to ask you for something and you don't have it? So I think I wouldn't have any more kids right now.
What about 10 to 15 years from now?
Hell, I want to be traveling the world.
Ya no va a salir nada ahí, güey.
I'm going to be traveling the world, but I also want to have my babies with me traveling everywhere. Because we did travel to Mexico a couple times with the babies, Oh my goodness. Noah was crying the whole
Desmadre.
3 hour plane ride back. And some lady was like, I was like, shut up. You don't know. She's like, esto niño está llorando. Are you fucking kidding me? He is crying. Señora, cálmese.
Mind your fucking business, bro.
Señora, cálmese, por favor, porque te me va a llorar. It's hard.
Like, I'm on the verge of crying right now.
Like I think I'm not emotional in that sense, but I know Brittany is very emotional. Like when the kids are crying and like they're nonstop, she gets emotional. I'm just like, déjalo.
You're like, now I have 4 people cry. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I'm just like, why the fuck are we all crying now? I'm like over here trying to, but yeah, I think not even down the line, not right now. I think as it goes, maybe, but right now I would say a hard no. Like I'm about to get a vasectomy, pa que ya no, little.
We'll have a little chat after. Don't espérate. Just
I'm like, I
hold on.
think you need to think about this.
Yeah, espérate. We'll have a little chat after.
Hey, Dylan, you want my present?
Hey, my bad.
Yeah, I know you're sensitive about this topic.
I'm very
Relax.
upset about you getting that
Wait.
vasectomy. What's going on?
For you
I'm a
guys,
little too upset.
do you guys see kids in your future?
No, I don't even have a girlfriend. No, I'm playing. No.
Yeah, I want a kid. Yeah, I want a kid.
Why?
I don't know, dude. Like little kids are great. I have 2 nieces, 1 nephew, and they just cheer me up like when I'm feeling down. So like just like their little presence just makes my day. Like I could have the worst day at work, and trust me, these past couple of months has been horrible. But I get home and like the 3-year-old Sophia, she's like runs to the door and she greets me, Uncle. And like I'm the first person she sees when I get home. She's the first person I see when I get home. So it's kind of cute to have somebody waiting for you at the door. I mean, I know she's not my kid, but I love her like she's my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want like 8. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
what
just
the
kidding. Yeah, I'm
fuck?
just kidding.
Hey,
I'm just
So,
kidding.
yo.
guys, if you're listening, she wants a basketball team plus 3 bench players,
just kidding.
just in case.
She wants a
Cheaper by the dozen, fool.
God damn.
Damn.
Kidding. No, I do want kids, just not 8. Not 8 for sure.
Cindy's now sleeping.
No.
Well, why would you want kids, or why do you want kids?
So before this, I never wanted kids because I thought I wouldn't be a good mom. I didn't have like the best role model. But over like I guess after learning to like heal, grow, I realized I would want someone to leave my legacy to. I would want my kids to resemble me and continue going with what I'm leaving behind. Like I want someone to leave that behind with. And I think, I guess growing up in my past, the way I grew up, I want to be able to show that you can change. Like your traumas don't resemble you for the rest of your life. You can change that. We can completely change that and be a whole different person for your own kids. Show them what you didn't have.
I love that. Dude, we have kids?
That question
He
doesn't
wants
apply
like
to me.
6.
No.
That was the
no.
shooter.
I don't want 6. Hell no.
You want to
Hell
answer
no.
this one, or you want to move on?
We'll wait in a few years.
Max, I would like to have 2 kids. Max.
Max?
No, actually 3.
Hey,
Let's
watch
give
you
it
get
3.
twins. Watch you get twins. for that
Dude, if
second
I
one.
get twins, ya valió madre. If you listen to this, ya valió madres. Nah, Max will be 3. A ver si me sale all boys, all girls. Si me sale all girls, I'm gonna be fucking hairless at the end of fucking 27. But yeah, I would like kids. I mean, I have nephews, like you said, and personally, they're not my kids. But the best feeling is like when you meet up with them, or you go to your brother's house or your sister's house, and they call you uncle, and like the little guy just fucking running at you, waiting for you to pick him up. Like, god damn, that hits different, you know?
Yeah.
Like, sheesh, that's, you know.
Would you guys return them as soon as they go restroom?
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're crying,
so
they're crying all night. Do you return them?
I threw up once. I was changing the diaper. Like I took it off and I just see this shit. I was like, I threw up on the kid, bro. I threw up on the kid. I went to go buy him a toy at Target later because I felt bad. But
Threw up on the kid?
I threw up on the kid, yo.
Bro.
Oh shit, bro, hold on. No, I threw up on the kid. Bullshit aside.
So if you need a babysitter, make sure you never hit us.
Don't
Dylan.
hit Dylan.
Don't hit him. Like no.
Get him like a little mask so he can't breathe.
Y'all ready for this one? This one got deep, eh? So I just got dumped by this girl I was with for 8 years. We were buying appliances and furniture and looking into homes, but all that was thrown away because she thought I was talking with a girl with a high school friend because I sent a emoji on her story. Am am I in the wrong or is she overreacting?
What emoji did you send?
Oh. What was the picture about? Oh.
There's probably more to the story that he's not
Yeah.
saying.
Why did she
No
really
one
leave
just
you?
leaves. Like, this probably has been happening over
Bro,
and
I mean,
over again.
if they're moving, like, it's serious. When they're moving in together and everything, it's serious. Just a, like a laughing emoji, she's not going to drop you off for a laughing emoji. You did not put a laughing emoji. You put hard eyes emoji or you put something else
But I
on
still,
that bitch.
I like how Cindy's saying, there's more to it. And this is just the excuse or saw the door open slightly to just run out right away now. Like, oh, you replied to her. Are you talking to her? Well, fuck that. I can't trust you. Boom.
There's probably more to that girl that he's replied.
Yeah.
Homeboy, hopefully you replied with the laughing emoji. Hopefully.
But 8 years and you're not engaged or married, that's some serious.
No. She's right. No, I'm saying like she's right.
That's
Like
8 years. That's a whole different.
like shit. Like fuck. That's half my life. You know. Fuck. Nah.
No one asked this, but I think it's a good one.
I mean, coming from a girl's perspective, we think that, like, damn, do you?
Is there an
really-
ideal time frame to ask someone to marry you for depending on how long you've been with them?
I'd say max 3 years. Max. Be engaged. Max. Like ya te pasaste de verga, güey. 3 years.
I don't have like a time frame, but I think it shouldn't pass 8 years, dude. It's like when you know, you know, you
I'm
don't
single
want
as hell.
that person.
Pepe's like-
No, you
I'm single as hell. I'm chilling.
But now the next question. Would you rather move in first or get married first?
get married
Oh
first.
no,
Move
move
in.
in.
See how that person
You really
is.
need to know how that person lives. Like, what if you
But-
get married and this motherfucker's a pig? Like, güey, no
But
lava
isn't
sus
this the
trastes, no se
person-
lava los dientes, el cabrón deja los calzones tirados por allá. Like,
So you're saying
you're
that
fucked
without-
at this point. You can't get a
You're
divorce.
basically saying that without those conditions, you wouldn't love that person.
No, it's not that you would not
Because
love
that's
that
what
person.
you're
Is you would
going.
have to deal with that shit the rest of your fucking life. You would have
But
to
if
be
you love someone, that wouldn't matter because you
shit.
accommodate.
Even though I love you or not, I don't want to be fucking recogiendo calzones cagados and shit. You know, like, like,
Heck
bro, come
no.
on.
Okay,
I
so
don't believe in the moving in.
why do you stand on the get married first and then move in?
Because when you're for me, it's like if I'm being serious and I'm going to marry this person, regardless of their faults or things that, like, I love this person and we're going to
Yeah.
work this together. We come together as one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, oh, you're messy. I don't want to be with you anymore. That's not going to deteriorate from me loving that person. And I'd rather have that spontaneous. I don't believe in the let's test drive it and see if it works out because we're not items. We're humans. We want to share love and show love. So I stand by that.
Was that something you had to build up, or is it of your new journey, or something you've always stuck with?
Something I've always stuck with. Because even with my ex, I didn't want to move in with him until we were like it was official.
Yeah, it's because, bro, it's
What you bitch?
it's tough, dog. Like for me personally, I always thought like, all right, how you said, I'd rather move in with the person because you're gonna see the person morning to night. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna go to sleep, you're gonna have to have responsibilities together with each other, whatever. But you know, you learn a lot more about. I personally think you learn a lot more about people when you're in that type of relationship because like you don't know, can you live with this person for the next 30 years? Like we have parents that have been together for 25, 30, 40, 50 years, and that's how they know. Get married, be with that person for the rest of your life. Now, in our generation, that's not the case. Our case is we live a fucked up life where people move in with the parents, wherever, and then they break up. And then it's easy to break up because there's no attachment. Because I never knew about this person.
There's no compromising. There's no set in stone. It's like, I want to leave now. And I don't think that's...
Yes, I think this one that said, he replied with it's deeper than that.
That shit.
Yeah.
That question, bro. Where the fuck did we deviate from this shit? Like, what the fuck?
No, because it was because I think
How
it was
did we end up with this question?
no because
what the fuck?
because it was the moving in part.
moving in
Oh,
part.
okay.
They're trying to move in, but then she leaves because of an emoji. But I think it's much deeper than just the replying. Because maybe it's not just one person you reply to. Maybe if it's only one person, there's maybe more history.
Or what if that was his ex, or something like that? Like you never know. I don't know, homeboy. You're fucked. At the end of the day, you're fucked.
All right, this one's gonna be con honestidad, with honesty. No sean culos, eh? Has anyone had a friends with benefits situation? What's the guy point of view?
My girl's not here.
Just cut that
Why you guys all just doing it?
Hey, guys' point of view. So now I want to hear it.
Oh, fuck. If you have or not, like just a point of view. A friends with benefits situation.
Said guys. Guys
Tequila
answer.
hit. Tequila's hitting.
Damn, this
I'm
drink,
feeling warm.
this drink, bro.
I have. Before she gets here. I'm like,
No, well, what's the opinion on having a friends with benefits?
that's one thing. Though, I mean, we're grown ups. We're fucking adults, you know. We shit. I'm pretty sure we've all had one. Why are you laughing, perro?
He's like, don't ask me.
I'm just smiling.
I'm pretty sure we all have had one, and you have to literally, since the beginning, put not boundaries, but set certain. I want to say standards. How do you call it? Like
Boundaries,
a set.
Boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries.
standard.
They're boundaries.
They're called boundaries.
Yeah, exactly. Boundaries. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are
thank you. Is that all right? We're not catching feelings. We're not something. We're not that. We're just using each other for this. We're fucking humans. We have needs. Obviously, you have your needs. I have my needs. Shit like that. Let's get it done. You know, and at the end of the day, all right, peace out, dab her up.
How do you feel after? I've always wanted to ask that. No, like I really.
No,
am
like
curious.
you
how
have
do
to
men
have
feel
you have
after
to have a
that?
certain, I want to say connection, but like kind of like understanding with that person.
Yeah.
And trust.
Pretty
gotta
much,
trust that
and
person.
trust. Yeah. Well, me, she was like fucking 32. She was like 32. So we were like,
Were you like how old? 21?
18.
I was now. I was 20. I was going to 22. Yeah. So it was like
You learned a lot.
I learned.
Hey, did she pay for a lot of the?
No, fuck it. She didn't pay for shit. It just I got somewhere to stay at the end of the night.
She just said, my kids are at his friend's house. Come over.
Nah, she didn't have kids. Good thing she didn't have kids.
like
Like give the kid Capri Sun. Hold up. You're clapping over here. I said, yeah, I'm just fucking around.
All right.
No.
You're not.
You're not.
To add to like what you just said, like to have a friends with benefits, right? It's if you have to be mature enough to understand what it may be and what it is.
So what happens if she gets like attached, like feelings? There's feelings.
Oh, you dip. No, you can't have like you bro.
So you're like, we're done. That's it.
Yo, it's like, bro, we
yeah.
fucking talked in the beginning. If you caught feeling, I'm out. Like, no disrespect, I'm out. Like, because if I stay there, eventually I'm gonna catch feelings, no matter what. Like, she starts doing lovey-dovey shit, and it's like, all right, fuck, I'm stuck here now. You know, type of shit. Like, you're gonna feel bad because she's doing the most, and you're like fucking doing the minimum. You know, not doing the minimum, but you're doing what you set to do. Yeah.
Do we think like for a guy, for us, if we don't get emotionally attached to the person first, like we'll never will be though?
Yeah.
Like we'll never get emotionally attached, no matter how much the time. Like she can do to the world and back for us, but as a guy, if we're not emotionally attached to the person, we'll never be that for them. You know what I'm saying? Like because
I'm like, you heard, ladies.
like I'm serious.
Don't get
Like
stuck on that.
yeah, like I'm
Not
serious.
emotional.
Like for any girl that hears a guy, oh yeah, just give me time. Oh, we'll be there. Oh yeah, you know, like it's just right. Like nah, bro. Like it's just
He ain't
it's-
coming back, sweetie.
It's,
He ain't
yeah,
coming back.
he ain't coming back. It's just it's an excuse to keep on leaning onto an empty future, which is not what they anticipated. Because I mean, guys can do it, girls can do it, and whether vice versa. Some
I don't
people,
know. I feel like girls get attached.
Girls get attached real
but there's
quick.
some girls that are just like guys get attached and girls are like, bro,
I
what are you
believe that's it,
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's occasions where like the guy's like, oh fuck, you know, like,
Yeah, like,
That
oh.
happens like when. No, I'm not gonna say it.
say it, say it with your chest, homegirl. Say it
When
with
the
your
girl
chest.
is out of their league.
Oh yeah, definitely with the girls, bro. She was out of my league, but I was like, I can't.
Like you like they're out of the league. How do, like what do you mean by that?
Physically, I guess that's what I want to say. Like not someone they're used to dating or hooking up with. Mm-hmm. That's when the guy typically gets attached. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not a guy, so I wouldn't know.
So now, question: if she was willing to, put out, is she really out of his league?
Some women get desperate for the love and affection, and I know that for a fact. There's women out there that will get
I hope you were not desperate, bitch. No, I'm playing.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We said this off of camera, but we all have that friend que no perdona, güey.
No, ese güey no perdón de sacar un
Eh,
meche,
we,
sacar
we
algo.
all, we all, there's always people like even like if alcohol influences like
Oh, that too.
yeah, like that.
I forgot about the alcohol influence.
Alcohol influences, and it doesn't matter who they're getting at the end of the night. They're just to feel better. But then when they wake up the next morning, they're probably like, "Fuck." But again, it's just if you're gonna have that type of relationship in a sense, it all depends on like what's your maturity in handling this type of situation.
Back to the question, friends with benefits is more like it's a
business transaction.
It's a
business transaction.
You ain't paying for shit.
Providing a service.
No.
It ain't business because
You're providing a service and you're getting a service.
It's more like a physical need
you go out
rather
with
than
them?
an emotional need.
No, you
Like,
can't.
You never go out with them?
No, you can't.
No?
You can't do the dating part of it.
Oh no,
Like,
you can't
just
go
go
out.
out
You
to have
cannot be
drinks.
seen with them.
No, because if you're doing the public part, then it's turning into
Bro,
something.
some's gonna see you. Someone's gonna
dating.
be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's
were
dating.
Then you're kind of dating that person, right?
You cannot go like the most you can do is, well, I'm getting food. Do you want anything before we start? Like that's the most you can do.
I'm gonna feed you before.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna shut. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something out of
just
pocket.
stop.
I'm gonna
Just
shut the fuck
stop.
up.
So, do we think that if you start off as friends with benefits, can you learn to love each other and be with each other, or does it end there from a girl's perspective?
No, because that's most of like you started off with lust instead of love at that point, right?
I can agree with that.
Yeah. Like, bro, come on.
Because then you're not even, you like this person for the sex, but do you actually really know them?
Like you're gonna hate them all day, but at the end of the day, when you're in bed with it, like, oh shit, we're good.
I feel like you'll compromise a lot of your values and morals for the sex part because it feels good. So you're just, yeah. I agree with that.
High five, Cindy. High five. You too, bro. You too.
I got you. Conversations that we're having. All right,
I'll
everything.
leave like at 4. Because by the time she exits, she has to get her bags. So I'll leave by like 4.
National or international?
International.
Like at least an hour over there.
Like getting off and all that bullshit.
No. Getting off the plane, getting her bags, everything.
All right.
You're looking like
So
an hour.
if I leave by 4:30, so it's like perfect time.
What time does her
She's
plane
supposed to
arrive?
arrive by 4.
She should be out by like 5:15.
All right, you guys ready for this one? I know Dylan's not here, but he'll what in. How do you know if you're getting played?
Oof.
Yeah, hurry up. How do you know if you're getting played?
Let me put my 2 cents in real quick. No, I'm just
He knows. He should know.
Oh, so you think I got played before? No, I have gotten played before.
All right, how do you know if you're getting played? I feel it's obvious when you get like
shit doesn't match up. Shit doesn't match up. Not to you, because at that point you're believing that person no matter what. Shit doesn't match up to others around you, best friends, stuff like that.
they're not replying. They're out somewhere else. If they're shared locations, then turn it off. If you start seeing random names on the phone or their phone isn't
Is this
facing.
a relationship or a dating situation?
No, it's a relationship. I say it's a relationship because
Yeah, relationship. I would say relationship.
relationship. I'd say.
Yeah. How do you know if you're getting played? From a girl's perspective, how would you assume if you're getting played?
I don't know. I think it starts with social media.
Mm-hmm.
Or social media, what they're doing. If they're
It changes a
constantly
lot.
okay, so this happened with is this gonna be public?
It's gonna be super
That's kind of how I
public.
found out my ex was kind of talking to.
This is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Reels, everything.
So basically, I kind of figured I had this like gut feeling. But when we would go out to dinner, I wouldn't see him for months, right? We would go out to dinner, and he was always on his phone, and it was always that girl's name popping up on there.
What did
And
he
he would
like,
always talk about her.
What you did you address that? You're like, oh, who's
Yep.
that? What
He's
did he
like,
say?
no, it's just a friend. We're just friends because we go to the same school.
Shit, I want to go to the same school. I'm like, shit, I want to go to the same school. Nah, I'm just playing Cindy. We're fucking around. I'm like, I'm sorry, Cindy.
I think it starts there with having a gut feeling though. Having a feeling that like all right, he or she is changing how they're acting. He or she is changing how they're moving.
If you're dating that person, you know that person is. It's like you said, the gut feeling where they're changing. You're like, wait, shit. It's not that shit is not adding up, but it's like you feel that person changing.
Like it's no longer the same affection they used to share with
Exactly.
you.
Yeah.
And you're just like fuck. At the end of the day, you're like, damn, like she's not the same anymore. Type of shit, you know, like. And then you start doubting yourself, and then you're like, you give them the benefit that we're like, oh no, they're good, but they're not. Like they're doing what you think they're not doing. You know.
Then also depends too, like if how you said social media, where they're going. If you're having an assumption, like being, I don't know, like I think it turns down into personal relationship. How are they once and how are they doing now? And what changed? What was in that in between and why are they changing? Is it for you guys or is it for somebody else? And I mean, it's trust. And I think we all can agree on this. Once you lose a trust, it's too hard to have that same relationship once again.
Absolutely.
Once you lose the trust, I feel like you can't get that shit back at all.
You're always going to resent that person. And
Always
depending on
remember.
how you are, you may bring up what they did. And you're going to throw it up, like you're going to throw it in their face. Like every time you guys get upset. Like you cheated on me with this person. You did this. I caught your ass doing this.
Perfect question. How do you forgive someone you truly love?
Oh, man. I'm going to be honest. I've been in love a couple times. One of the times I just squashed it. I ended it.
Don't tell about us. Don't tell about us. No, I'm just playing. I'm fucking around. Nah, I'm fucking around. But why'd you do that?
Why did I what?
Like fucking end it, squash it.
Because the trust was gone. Like I didn't trust that person. I was not gonna put in effort. Yes, I did love her, but I wasn't gonna. I know myself, and I'm kind of like that. Like I would, if I were to be upset at any point in time, I may throw it in her face, and I'm just not like that.
Can you forgive someone you truly love?
No.
Right? Once the trust is gone.
It's like why would I trust you to lead me after that? As a partner.
You're always gonna have it at the end of your head, like at the back of your head. Just
It's never. It's like you've already disrespected me in that way. Why would I allow you to continue to disrespect me? Self-worth.
Yeah, I think that phrase of love prevails is too vague. It's too overused. Or, oh yeah, don't worry, bro. If you love that person, you guys will work it out. But it's like, bro, what if there's no solution to this right now? What if, how we said at the beginning, what if you're just trying to force this because you believe you still love this person?
Or you're afraid of being alone.
It's what you know. It's comfort. That person is comfort.
I'm not saying you don't love them or got love for that person, but you may not be in love with that person anymore. Why? Because I've said it. I think everybody has at one point felt this way. You've been so in love with the person, but that same person that you were in love with and loved so much was the person that hurt you. And how do you recover from getting hurt by the person you loved and gave everything to? It's tough. Sometimes you can't go back from that. Yeah, I'll forgive you because, everything you did for me throughout our journey. Mm-hmm. But now how do I move on when you're the one that was supposed to take care of me, love me, caress me, lead me, and you're the first person and the only person that literally knew everything, and boom, you broke me. Mm-hmm. So it's not breaking my heart. You broke me in general, mentally, emotionally, physically, So I think you can forgive them, but you don't forgive that person for them. You forgive that person because you need to start healing.
Yeah, you forgive them. You forgive them for yourself, bro. You forgive them.
Yeah, you put it in a good way. You forgive them, but you don't
forget.
You don't go back to that.
Yeah, no.
In a sense.
Yeah, because if you forgive right now, and I admit this to anyone that if we have a conversation like this, you can forgive the guy or girl for whatever they did. But as soon as you forgive them and you go back and you say, you're literally just stretching out the rope. Okay, you can keep going. Don't worry about it. You can do it one more time, basically. And I might just rip it off or I might just stay once again because I'll believe whatever you say. And as soon as a guy or girl has that power over you, they use it to
their advantage because they did too.
Yeah,
they did you that. Like
they'll use it to the end.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this is, I mean, all these questions are leading up to the perfectly. Brand new. How can you tell when you're in love?
Why are you looking at me, bitch?
I'm just looking at everybody.
You're the one to like be like,
Yeah, you're just
Why
like.
is you looking at me?
He's like, I don't know. Why are you looking at me?
I know, like who else? Blowing into the mic.
I know.
Skip.
He's like, I'm like, it's not a breathalyzer. You're good.
Am I good at drive?
How do you know when you're in love? Should we go guys first or should we have Cindy do this?
Guys
Ladies-
first.
ladies
you said
first.
you were in love.
Oh yeah, he
You've
said
been
he was in love.
Yeah, you've been in love. So how do you know when you're in love?
I cared about her more than I cared about me, and I put her before myself. And I would have pretty much done anything for her until shit hit the fan, and it didn't work out.
Didn't?
He's like scratching his head.
Fuck. Can I take a shot? Oh my god, I take a shot.
All right, how do you know when you're in love?
No, I knew when I was in love when I was happy and she just added more to my happiness. She made me a better person. She made me feel like I can do way more than I was supposed to be doing. You know? It's like, okay, my happiness is on me, but you just add on to that. You know, you compliment me in a different way where it's like, it's not where like, oh shit, I'm sad. I rely on you to keep me happy. Like, no. It's like, I'm sad. Okay, why are you laughing? Hold on.
No,
Because you'll see it. Look, we have the
with
Terminator coming in through a scooter again.
this motherfucker. But it's I feel like it's that. It's not a feeling of like about together. It's like a feeling kind of like okay, me, I'm happy. You just add on to that, you know, and like kind of in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like it's not that I have my life and you have your life, but it's like you compliment me and I compliment you in a very different way. Where like, I don't know how to explain, but it's just like shit.
It's a feeling, bro.
It's something.
Yeah, I think
different.
when you're falling in love with somebody, is you think about that person morning to night, right? And not just for the moments of I just want to be with you, but it's how you said, this may be super just terrible right now. My life may be in a blur, but happiness is when I find when I'm with you, and happiness comes when like I talk to you, your voice, the way you say things, what you tell me. I take this even to sports. When you love a sport so much, when you show up to that place and you're in that scenario and nothing else matters. So when you go with this person, with the person you're in love with, you can be having dinner, sitting down, watching The View, watching a movie, and then during that hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, nothing in the world matters.
And it can be
very, peace.
Bro, it can be very, very simple. Stupid simple.
Simplest thing ever.
Simple. Like, you know this. I've told you guys before. The first time I took her on a date, we went down the street right here, Los Tacos right here, bro.
Yeah.
Street tacos. And we were fucking vibing in the car eating tacos. Like, and you guys know, like, she's a very well-known person. Bro, she can be in fucking downtown LA in the highest fucking restaurant ever, and like, it's not the same feeling as being fucking with me down the street in a dirty place at some tacos.
My highest moments is when I'm with you, even at my lowest.
Damn! Damn! Take a shot. That's a shot. That's a shot. That's a shot. That's a shot.
Hey, my highest moments is I'm with you, even when I'm in my lowest.
True.
I find peace. All right, Cindy, help us out here.
Cindy,
how do you
gotta
know
put your 2 cents
when
in,
you're in
Cindy.
love, or how, like, from your perspective, how do you know when you are in love with this person?
I mean, for my previous relationship, I knew I was in love the moment I wanted to make sure I pushed him to succeed, and I was willing to. I remember at one point he was starting his career, and I was willing to take a job that I didn't want to do to make sure I can cover the bills so he could get into his career, which is insane.
You gave up you were giving a piece of you for him to take a step forward.
Yeah. Because I knew at the end he would do that for me. So.
I love that, Cindy.
I think that's what it is, where you're willing to give any single part of you in order for that person to take 10 steps forward. Mm-hmm. Even if it meant you taking 1 step back or 2 steps forward, but as long as that person is good, you're like, if that person is good, if he or she is good, then I'm okay. I'll be fine. But it goes back to who we are as people. We know we can go through hell and back and we'll still be okay. We know we can put this person 10 steps forward, and that even if I got to go through the gutter to get to the next position in my life, it's okay because I know I can do it. And sometimes it's better than the ass. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it has.
I know. I hope he sees this.
I hope he sees this.
I hope he sees this. Because,
I hope you see this right here.
Let's tag him.
Tag him down below.
I'll tag him.
I think that that's what it was. Like some people, if you're hearing this right now, think about the time where you gave yourself way too much and you got nothing back in return. You didn't waste your time. You just learned. You learn now not to give up your love and your attention and your life for someone that wasn't willing to give it right back to you in whatever shape or form it came in.
I think I'm okay with willing to do it again. I'll rather take a risk than never.
Yeah, people stop because they got hurt here. Oh, I'm so scared. I don't want to do it again. But why is that next person now at fault for what didn't happen in your previous?
True.
Like I have one of my good friends. He's in a position that's very tough. Learned that all the love he gave was down to shit. And he's like, dude, I don't think I'll be able to be the same once I come out. I don't think I'll be able to say to love again. It's okay. But you got to be who you are. Who are you as a person? You're a loving person. So that means you gotta show your love, but you just gotta be careful on who you give it to.
Why are you talking about me like that? The fuck? You didn't say.
He's like, I didn't give you permission.
Why are you talking about me?
It's because
I think one thing I took, this was from church, is like you gotta love others like God loves you. It's regardless whatever faults you've ever done, just continue to show that love.
I think hopefully not now, but I believe that a lot of people still pay attention to the track record that somebody has, the history that someone may have. They get judged for, hey, well, I heard you used to.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Like, what are you talking about? My past is my past. I hope it stays there, but my past shouldn't affect my future, right? And my future with who anybody comes into my life. Mm-hmm. It's who I used to be, not who I am now. True. It's who made me. Yeah. But I mean, I'll take it even to a funny aspect. Why is it okay for people to show their progression in fitness, but not their progression in life?
People want to see you down.
You can show me a picture when you were 10, 15 years old until you are now all fit and buff, whatever the case is. But what about your emotions and what you did from there into then? Where's that progression?
And that's because they haven't progressed emotionally and mentally.
But people judge you
physically, for that. You look the best, but emotionally and physically, you're still in the same fucking state you were.
But why do people clap and support you for your fitness one, but not for your personal and emotional and mental change right there? That's
the only thing you show. That's the only thing they see. You don't show how emotionally fucked up you are. You don't show how mentally, and I'm sorry to say it, unstable you are. You don't put that shit on Instagram.
People judge you too much for the mistakes that you did, but never for the triumphs that you've had.
The physical part of you is just a shell.
Because the physical is easy to do. The mental and the emotional is very tough.
That's the fucking tough part, bro.
And because people can't figure out how to do it themselves, they're pissed that they're not at your level.
They're mad that you're there living your best life and now they're
like, how is he here when I'm still,
But it's also tough when you come from the same startup, I guess you could say, but you're here and they're there. And I believe that's where a lot of people get they get their judgment that why is he there and I'm still here. You know what I mean?
There's different journeys for everyone, bro.
It's a work ethic, bro. Like, again, and I honestly shout out Cindy. I'm glad you made it today. Took the small time frame that you had in your day to come back, but sometimes you got to go away in order to reinvent yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sometimes you got to go away in order to restructure your life for you and not for anybody else. Mm-hmm. So if that means going away from everybody that was once in your life, hey, don't be mad. I had to work on me. And I believe, and I do feel this, and we talked about that briefly, but that you did do that.
Yeah.
You went away from
Every single person I know.
And even though you didn't communicate with us or anything, I mean, personally, me, I was there still supporting you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the same thing with you,
yeah,
bro.
you
received our messages.
I did.
I was there no matter what. Even though you didn't fucking talk to me, I was there. We were there. I'm pretty sure you did too.
Yeah,
like we were there supporting you no matter what.
It's just this. You went away for X amount of time, but how that saying went, like back like you never left.
Mm-hmm.
We don't judge you for doing you.
Yeah.
If you really care about your friends and your family and your loved ones, you'll never judge them for going out there and doing them.
Oh hell yeah, no, like
Never.
bro.
Never gonna.
My entire social media isn't judged like crazy. I got bullied. I had to get off for a while. That's how crazy it was.
What kind of bullies we talking about? We here.
Fool, I'll throw hands, bro. I'll throw hands.
He's been wanting to throw hands.
I'll throw hands with the fucking.
Everyone on the
6'5"
podcast knows this.
motherfucker, bro. Let's do this.
Throw hands.
Just let them hit you first.
Hey, that's how I get my paper.
I know. Management. Move. Let's get you a hit.
Tonight.
Tonight. Swing at me, bro. Swing at me.
I know we're getting to the end of the second part, and I know you kind of have to go, but for the people that are scared to reinvent themselves, what would you personally say as a piece of advice?
That's tough. That is tough. I don't know. Just know that the people you thought were going to be there for you are probably going to leave your life. That's one thing. Just know it's going to be a lot of crying nights. And it's okay because at the end of the day, you'll end up finding out who your true friends are after that. But it's going to be a bumpy road because people are going to judge you by your own decisions because they don't want to see you progress in life. I don't know. Just be ready that it's not going to be an easy change.
Yeah.
But you'll find out after who your true friends are.
Love that.
I love that, bro.
I was trying not to spill my drink, because imagine if I did it.
I'm clapping with my knee, homeboy, with the little D slapper.
We had last one on this one. How do you stop from self-sabotaging?
Stop drinking. That's one.
Wait, what'd you say?
Don't
Shots
drink. Chill.
fired.
Chill with the drinking.
Shots.
What do you?
Well, if you're self-sabotaging it, just chill with the drinking.
Okay, podcast done, guys. We're out.
Wrap it up.
We have
Wrap
to
it up.
And that's it, guys. Stay tuned next week for the next episode of Close to Life.
Let's wait till she
No.
leaves.
This is like for someone that's like in full depression and you're using alcohol to numb it. Because that was me. And I had to stop drinking for a while so I understand why I actually drink now. And it's for fun. It's not self-sabotaging my
I completely agree with you, but I do have a different idea.
Dilo, güey, ya, dilo.
Like I agree with you
Yeah.
100%, sure, because your addictions, your bad habits do.
This is from someone who has that addiction. If you
But I feel like-
you know how to control it.
I feel like self-sabotage comes, acknowledging that you're self-sabotaging yourself comes from someone close to you or someone else apart from you. Like if I'm fucking up, if I'm doing this every single fucking weekend and I'm doing this to myself, I'm not going to realize it because that's normal to me. I'm going to realize it because him, or you that are close to me are going to tell me, bro, you're fucking up. You're doing this every damn weekend. That's not cool.
But I think also you have to, at least for a week, eliminate all substances. So you sit down and you're like, okay, why am I doing this?
That's exactly where
But
I agree with you.
It's not entirely, you have to eliminate it. Like, you can have fun. It's just understand why you're doing things.
Exactly. But you do need to hear from someone out of your circle.
I agree.
In order for you to be like, oh shit, like maybe he is kind of right.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he is right type of stuff, you know?
And stop using it as a crutch.
Exactly. There you go.
Don't use your same. If you know you're fucking up, don't use it. I believe don't use it as your excuse on why to keep it just going. Mm-hmm. If you already know it's fucking you up and it's affecting your work, it's affecting your mental health, it's affecting the way you are around people, or even your thoughts about yourself. Don't let it be that crutch to why you're gonna keep on going. Why I don't want to feel. I don't want to think about it today. Oh well, motherfucker, you gotta go through it. You gotta go through his emotions. You gotta feel it.
Don't make an excuse. Don't play the fucking victim.
Hey, if you feel that you crying at night is gonna put you back, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's what you need to do in order to get over whatever you're going through, which is sit in your thoughts, cry it out if you need to, let your body reset, because every time you hold in your tears, every time you hold in the anger, every time you hold in those emotions of how you're feeling, you're literally preventing your body from letting this out and resetting one more time. It's like a cup of water. The more you fill it, it's going to get to the top. So the more you prevent your body from releasing any sort of emotion, it's going to just keep on filling. And when you get to the top, what happens? You self-destruct.
Yeah.
Which is you don't want to be around nobody. You don't want to be alive. You don't want to wake up the next day.
You isolate, basically.
So you
And
got
I think that's why I eliminated myself for a while, because I used alcohol to numb and to eliminate the feeling for a very long time. But now I'm just like, okay, now I can go out, have fun, drink responsibly, not before it was just numbing my entire emotions.
Yeah. It's about progression.
Yes, sir.
About progression and not regression. Oh. I don't even know if that word was good, but I just use it because
I've never heard regression in my life, but I just said, ooh.
He was like, "Oh, crap."
It's like, oh, that was good.
So you're gonna blow on the breathalyzer.
I know.
Keep breathing, sir.
Nah, but again, the people that are listening to this, appreciate everybody tuning in, hearing this, watching this. If you're watching it on TikTok, Instagram, wherever, you know, these messages are the ones that it's not, again, we're only saying this because we come from this. Mm-hmm. We had to go through certain events in our life in order to speak on this. If we didn't, we can't give you the best advice. And there's going to be things that people ask. And it's like, well, fuck, I've never been through it. What the fuck can I tell you? I can tell you, I think the secret to it all is, are you willing and ready to listen to the advice that you're about to receive?
There's a difference between listening and understanding. Mm-hmm. You can listen all you want, but if you don't understand what the fuck they're telling you, you're never going to fucking
acting on it, too.
High five, Cindy. High five, Cindy.
This is why she's fucking here, bro.
Love that,
hey,
Cindy.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
Tell that boy to shut up. Tell that boy to shut
love you,
up. Today, after this episode, Jose, no way, is canceled from all productivity in this podcast.
You're canceled. You still got that training in
Everybody here, if you're tapping in, you're going to get a week free of training from Jose.
What's your code?
Code what?
What's your code?
Code
no way. 1 week free.
I'm gonna sign up.
Can I lose 13 pounds before my birthday? I really need
Does that include the gym membership or what?
Hey, say less.
Free gym membership, free training session, meal plan?
That's too much.
Oh, well, okay. You got to get your meal plan.
I'll take a
What
week.
about like
I'll take a week.
mentoring?
Hey, mentor, bring it all in.
He doesn't reply either, so.
He does not fucking reply. Bro, hey, Jose, you at the gym tonight? Doesn't reply till like fucking 2 weeks later. Yes, I am.
61 messages on your end.
61 fucking messages on your.
I
5 of those are mine, for sure.
I hate people that don't reply to messages.
Damn.
She's like, damn.
You want to see mine?
That's one right there.
I
But
have like 98 that I haven't replied to, so.
Call me. Like,
Hey.
Call you where?
Yo, hey.
You heard his voice. How it changed. Call me.
I know he
Hey,
was
that
like,
was a
he was
very
like,
You're like
passionate,
he-
smooth
I know, he was
voice.
It was
call me.
sensual, bro.
626, call me. Like, whoa.
300, 180.
What's your IG handle?
Jose, no way.
Okay, say it again.
Jose,
I know, you
no
gotta
way.
Jose, no way,
say,
call
come on,
me.
say your thing.
DM me.
DM me, Jose, no way. Call me too. Not in those sus ways. Just call, I'm not gonna respond because I have so many, but just call me.
You guys want to look sexy as me and Dusko? Hit homeboy up. He got me covered in like 2 fucking months. I look fucking sexy. I did not. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, here we go. Cindy, honestly, appreciate you. Thank you,
Cindy. Thank you for
adding
coming
your
today.
2 cents and honestly your energy, bro. Like we could tell, not even just on the camera, like we could just tell your energy, your persona, the way you carry yourself is
So different from when we first did
when we
that.
first did this.
We missed. I'm not gonna. We fucking
different.
missed you.
Yeah, we
Cindy.
fucking missed you.
Hell yeah, we missed you, bro.
Do you have a quote that you've been resonating with before you
have
go?
a
A quote?
I can't think of any. I can't think of any right now.
That's the one.
That's the quote for today.
That's valid?
I can't.
That's
think.
valid.
the hell? I could have said that last week.
Don't think of anything. Just keep going.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey, that's one.
never stop improving. If you think too much, it prevents you from the future.
go. I love that.
We're fucking done. They kicked the table again, did they?
I accidentally kicked the table. It wasn't my intentions. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, we ready to replace Mr. Dylan out here because he got fired from the podcast during the podcast. But we're joined in by Miss Magali, bro. Hell yeah. And we replaced Cindy with Mr. Ike on this side. Let's go.
Pleasure.
All right. So we still got some good questions that we did not ask in the first 2 parts. And one of them. All right. Oh, man, this one is tough. This one is tough. But I need you guys to, if you guys can answer it in the best to your abilities. You decide not to have no contact with your mom, but your well-being, and you try again for it to work, but it wasn't the same situation, just different day. She gave me bad anxiety and made me feel worse as a person. She doesn't reach out to me anymore, which is good for me. I'm not a bad person. Am I a bad person?
No.
No?
No.
Just takes a lot.
It takes a lot just to deal with something like that. Like mentally, like it puts a strain on you mentally. You only do so much at that point, in my personal opinion.
I think you can only try so much, whether it's family or friends, relationships, partners, that if it's just not working and you're ending up more hurt yourself, like how much are you willing to do in order for you to make that work?
That's right.
Yeah, I don't. Ugh. All right, this one's it's a weird one. How having a threesome is slowly destroying our marriage.
Wait, what?
Okay, let me start this.
Is that a question? Though,
Yeah.
or
It's a long one. It's a long one.
Okay.
How having a threesome is slowly destroying our marriage. Sad thing is, it wasn't engaged by my wife, but I am mentally drained from her constantly looking around our house for other women, thinking I brought them in, and actually believing she sees them for time to time. Fellas, don't do it. It's not worth it.
What is the question?
So it was the wife.
The wife, the wife initiated the threesome,
Yeah.
but now the wife has trust issues with her husband, thinking he's bringing on other girls.
She has nobody to blame but herself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Herself. She put upon herself for that.
She introduced the third person. It was her idea, so be mad at yourself.
It's not
You
his.
know
I
what?
mean,
If the marriage ends,
kinda it is, but it's her fault. She started.
right? If the marriage ends, it's on
Yeah.
her.
Si vas a jugar, aguanta.
Yeah, pretty much.
Her fault.
Si te llevas, you want
Si vas a jugar, aguanta.
That was on her. I don't know about that one, Chief.
This is a good question for you, Magali. No mames. No,
Quiet
behind the
set.
scenes, our studio people are fucking it up out here.
Drunk.
Drunk already. Cut them off. All right, question for you, Magali. Because,
Okay.
again, reintroducing you here in the podcast. I think it's been almost a year since
almost
we
a
recorded.
year in July. It'll be. Yeah.
We're celebrating right now. We're celebrating. It's
Okay.
all right. What's the stupidest thing you ever thought as a kid? The most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
Okay, what was the first one? Stupid thing.
The most stupidest thing you thought as a kid?
I was such a traviesa as a kid.
So the mic just turning towards you more?
This way.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Were you guys answer the question too?
Yeah, but after you.
Ladies
I'll answer the
first.
stupidest part.
Okay, stupidest part.
I don't know about the second part because I was a good kid, but whenever I eat seeds or like me pasaba una semilla, I was like, that's one of the stupidest things I think I thought like as a kid. Like I was small, right? So I thought like I freaked out because a couple times like me pasó una semilla de limón. And my cousins were like, hey, te va a salir un pinche árbol. And for the longest time, I thought a tree was going to grow. And I freaked out. And I'm like, I got sad. And like, in my head, I'm like, me voy a morir. Me va a salir un pinche árbol. And I mean, it didn't happen. So I'm chilling.
You're still alive.
I'm alive.
Yeah.
No creció el árbol. I probably pooped out that seed or something.
10
No
seeds.
sé.
We're still here.
Aren't you used to it, Dylan? Oh, what?
What? Yeah, he is. Anyways,
Let's go.
Repeat the question one more time.
the stupidest thing you thought as a kid or the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
Dumbest thing. I think one of the dumbest things I did with my cousin Angel was when we were younger, we used to grab rocks. And as the train will drive on by his pad, we used to grab them and just chuck them at the train. And then we used to be so fast with it until one time, like one of the neighbors almost caught us, and we just kept running. We didn't even run to his house. We just kept running. I think that's one of the dumbest things we did as a kid. Well, that was probably the most memorable things ever.
I think the most stupidest thing I've ever. I wasn't even a kid. Still kind of a kid. We were egging cars and houses until it got done to me, and then I didn't like it no more.
Ding dong ditch.
No, literally, because every time my dad was like, por mis huevos, and we're just like, my dad, I was that, even those huevos. Bro, they egged the house, the cars, but it was just kind of payback. So I was like, oh, you're allowed, bro, you're allowed. We did worse. Did you think about this?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so when I was a kid, I would be chewing gum, right? And one day I thought it was fun to just stick my gum. I don't want the gum anymore, so I stick my brother's hair. And that day he got a haircut. He was like 3 years old. So he knew what I did. And he went to tell my mom. I was like, don't tell my mom because I'll get in trouble. So I put like a hat on, like maybe thinking that my mom would never notice, right? So my mom found out and she had to cut his hair again. But yeah, like I would just stick my gum to his hair, or I would stick on mine too. As a kid, I don't know why. I have no reason why.
Pero peanut butter dissolves the gum.
It does?
It does? Well, not when
Just
I was
FYI.
a kid.
Life hack.
Should we
Peanut
try it?
butter dissolves.
Who wants?
Dylan, come here. Dylan.
Yeah, something in
found
the
them.
oils, like it
Really?
like dissolves it and it makes it like just come off like nothing. And obviously, like you got.
Where were you?
Hair.
Hey, where
I
were
was
you in my
like
life?
9 years old back then, so I don't know. I mean, obviously I didn't know. My mom, she didn't know, I guess, at that point.
All right, you guys ready for this one?
Shoot it.
All right, listen to this one. Again, thank you for everybody that tuned in to the anonymous questions. Something about asking questions anonymous that just...
It gets spicy.
It gets spicy, yeah. It gets everybody going.
Flavor.
Yeah. Are you embarrassed to say it yourself? No, I'm just kidding. Probably would be. All right, going through my second separation with my wife. We don't really talk or touch that there's boundaries. How can I either, one, get her back in, or two, let her go? I love her. We have two beautiful girls, and I'm starting therapy for myself from some childhood trauma. So the question, how can I either get her back, or two, should I let her go?
Oof.
How bad's the relationship?
Second wife. Two kids.
Second wife?
So-
it sounds like he's a problem.
Get that therapy, bro,
Or what's
Go
going
through
like,
therapy.
There's something going on.
and then see why she left you or you left her, and see if it's worth working out. But make sure you go through the therapy first.
I think it goes back to that same first question where if you love someone, do you let them go, and if they come back, it works? Like, I think that as younger, I did believe that, right? Like, oh, you know what? Right now it's not working. Fuck it, I'm just gonna let her go. She'll come back if it's meant to be. It'll come back. But it's like how you said earlier. If you let them go, why are you letting them go in the first place, or why are they leaving in the first place? So you guys are just sitting in. What's your opinion on that?
I think if this is your second partner and it's happening the same, maybe you should focus on yourself and just do you. And maybe later on in the future, someone else will come and, be the one for you. But if it's like not working out, if you want to go ahead and try it out, go ahead, right? But I don't know. I think like working on yourself is really big. So probably do that.
Reevaluate yourself. Honestly, take a step back and just see, like, the process. Is it worth fixing? Do I reevaluate myself, this relationship? What's best for me in this position?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking tough. I mean, I think that question of valuing yourself in a relationship, depending on how long it's been, what's going on, whether the guy or girl tend to lose their value. They feel like they lose their value. Like, oh, you know what? Like, I don't know my life outside of this person. It's too tough. And I mean, the thing is like, bro, like, nah, like, you are valued. You are valuable. It's just maybe where you're at right now, you're not getting that sort of value.
It's not the right time.
It's not the right time, not the right person. As much as you show love and give yourself, and still might not be the right person. Pieces to the puzzle. You may not be that piece to that puzzle, but you might be that right piece of somebody else's.
Exactly.
I think this is a funny one, but my husband's family in Mexico always asks for money, but I wish my husband would check on me first since I pay all the bills in the house. He just pays the mortgage, but I make 1/3 of what he makes.
Oh.
You should focus. I mean, when you have your, get a new man. But I mean, you do start if you are married, that's your family first. That's your first family. Your wife, your kids. That should be your first priority.
Facts.
Because that should be coming first. I mean, that's what I've been taught. If you're not married, that's just your girlfriend, then that's a different story. But if you're married, have kids, that should be your first priority. As far as bills, them coming first. And if you have funds after that, then you go ahead and take care of your other family in Mexico. But, I mean, other than that you shouldn't be.
Which is that your partner?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with helping your family, right? Like your family from Mexico, wherever they are from. But if you have kids and a wife and you both have a life together already, talk to your partner first. Be like, hey, I want to help my family. How do you think like we can, help them out? And that's fine, but just like don't do it like just like that.
Yeah.
So.
No?
Yeah, same. No, yeah, same. It's like focus on your family here first.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, if you have funds left over, then go ahead and help your family out.
But I feel like it's to a certain extent, too. You don't always want to do it because then they rely on you to be doing that.
I think that this is gonna get into a topic crazy, but I think it's a typical one, right? Every Hispanic, Mexican dad or mom wants to help out their family, good or bad, right? Sometimes too much, sometimes they get used to it. But the first time you say no, they take you through the mud, call you every single name in the book, say you don't want to help out, say you don't want to help your family out. But it's like, bro, like the older you get, aren't you willing to work for yourself? Don't you want to help yourself at one point? I know the money here compared to Mexico is different. Yeah. Opportunities are very different. But if you're here, but you still need help, I mean, what are you really doing with your life? Are you trying to progress, or are you just trying to stay in the same place and try to get help by all these other people or help out by your oldest sibling, brother or sister that's just doing financially better? Yeah. And it causes problems in families. Voy a quedar con la casa de México. No mames, es mi casa. And then the whole, ¿quién se va a quedar con los terrenos?
Sobre los terrenos.
And you look at the terrenos and they're just a piece of dirt.
They're never going to go to Mexico and stuff. But I know that brings out...
money's the root of all evil, though.
Money makes the world go round. Is money important in a relationship?
To a certain extent.
Ooh.
Because, yeah, it's money. Money could be like a simple, like, I have money, I could buy flowers. Simple gesture.
Facts.
Simple gestures. Money gets you a house. Money could help you as far as like having kids, putting them to doing stuff. You taking vacations, happiness brings happiness. Yeah. Without it, then it's, what is there? I mean, to a certain extent, I feel. Just me.
Does money make a relationship? Does it affect the relationship?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
100%.
100%. A couple of the relationships, and I'm just gonna talk about one.
Yeah.
My cousin and his wife, they got married not too long ago, and they helped each other out economically, like just get better. They throughout their I don't even know how long they dated, but she helped him out when he needed it. He helped her out when she needed it. They got their home. Everything is 50-50 type thing. Obviously, they have their savings, and I've noticed that they're happy. Like, they can buy the things they want. Her money's her money. His money's his money. And then, obviously, like, they pay for their home, and they take care of their baby boy. So, yeah, I feel like money makes or breaks a relationship.
You think that too? From a
I
girl's
think
perspective?
so. And it sucks that, money, it's a big thing, but I think it is. Like, you don't have to be rich. You don't have to have a lot of money. But if you're able to survive with your partner, then yeah, that's good. But I think money is really important.
I think a big part is like, what is your partner doing to set themselves up? I'm a big believer in whether with me or without me, you're still gonna be fine. Right? Like, you go get your money, do whatever you gotta do, get your bread. Me coming into your life, we just become a power couple. We just become a different type of level where we can go and get money separately, but also together.
Elevate.
As a team.
As a team. Because if I could do it on my own and you could do it on your own, when we come together, that means that's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
But if I'm carrying you or you're carrying me, then how far can you progress? It's like an anchor. You're only going to get so far until that shit's just way too heavy and it's digging way too deep. And you're going to be like, fuck, I can't do this shit no more.
But you know what? There's a lot of people who, at least like my grandma, like she never worked. It was always my grandpa, right?
I felt that, yeah.
And a lot of Hispanic people, I know like the woman never brings any money and just like the man, and that's it.
But I think
But that was before.
But from her Hispanic household, the man is always supposed to the breadwinner, right?
provide
Has to go to
everything.
work, has to go day and night
To provide.
But the woman, the wife, is supposed to take care of the household.
Take care of the house.
But
take
I
care
think
of
that
the
kind of
kids.
changed now.
It
and I'm
does
happy
it does
too.
change, but I mean, even as a guy, I believe too. Like, as a guy, you can't be there all the time at home. But what makes the home complete? Your wife and your wife doing everything, not cleaning wise and food wise now, right?
holding it
Before it's
down.
like, oh, cook, clean, take care of the kids. That's your job. But now it's like, no, man. Make sure the kids are good. Make sure that the house is taken care of,
Bills are paid.
and I'll do the rest.
Okay, question though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will you guys be okay, the one providing everything for your wife and for your kids, if your wife wasn't working and just taking care of the house? Will you guys be okay with that, or you guys want someone who is also like bringing income to the family?
I wouldn't mind either or. But the thing is that if I'm doing everything, if I'm working all the time, make sure the kids are fine, the bills are paid on time when I give you the money, and after that, then yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you whatever you want to do, as far as like getting your nails done, hair done, because you are holding it down at home. But if you are working, then that's a different talk about, like different agreements. That's like, all right, well, I'm paying this bill, you get this bill, or however you want to run the household, as far as what comes to the money situation.
Yeah, for sure. I feel the same way. Like, if you don't need to work at all, you don't need to work at all. But everything now has to be taken care of. The kids, I always say it too. I may not be the most present dad, but they have a present mom, and they have a really great mom. As long as the mom is in their life and teaching them from right from wrong really good, completes the house. The mom is the one that holds it all together. The wife is the one that holds it all together.
She's the backbone.
A man can only do so much, but the backbone to all of us is a woman, because they're the ones that will check you when you need to be checked, tell you the truth when you need to be told, and the ones that will be there when no one else is. So if the household is that, you have a structure, you have a base. You don't need to work any day in your life, but just make sure this is good. But also support and understand the career path that we're taking. It may not be easy, whether you're a truck driver, whether you're a 9-to-5er, whether you're a 12 to 12, whether you're an entrepreneur. Work is work. Sometimes your work may determine a lot of your days and weekends, and your partner needs to understand. but also not be afraid to, oh, you know what, this is what we got to do. Shout out to those truck driver wives that stay home and their husband is driving cross country week after week, month after month, till they come back home. And who else is there? It's just the mom and the kids. That's how I feel. You don't need to work. I'll take care of the rest, but just make sure the house is cool. What would you think on that?
Agreed.
Oh,
Agreed.
simple.
Simple. I mean, you guys already said it all, so let's just agree.
Would you agree that to be a housewife, or would you want to be a working wife?
Speaking for myself, because like I know there's different women who will disagree with me, but I would not like to be a housewife. I would prefer to be 50-50. Like if I'm cleaning the house, like if let's say you can't clean the house because you had a busy day at work, I'll do it. But if I had a busy day, you'll clean the house. And yeah, I just think like 50-50 is like really important for me. I wouldn't be able to want to stay at home and just, if I work from home, then that's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
All right. One of the questions they asked, here it goes. Personality or looks?
Are we being honest?
Nah, man.
Are we being honest?
What a mentira.
Yeah, are we being honest? How honest? No, how honest are we being?
Right, I think we hit honest hour?
Both. I feel like both.
That's
right?
a little bit of both.
Because at the beginning, you're attracted to the looks right off the bat. You don't know this person. So at the beginning, it's looks. Yeah. After you go on a couple dates, you get to know the person, then obviously it's personality. Because looks can
go so far.
Looks only go so far.
Yeah.
Looks will make me want to ask you out on a date, on the first date, but your personality is what's going to keep me wanting to keep you taking out on dates, you know?
Facts.
I agree.
100%.
I think we're all like that. Like when you see someone, you're like, oh, and then you're like, I want to get to know them. You just go from there.
No, we just had some real funny people around us. But I think you just said it best. The looks will get you to ask the person out, but it's the personality that will either keep you there or make you run away, or just not leave them on red and never reply. Everybody listening in, bro, I know they've done that too, where they may have thought this person was the hottest motherfucker ever or the cutest person ever. Then the personality comes in and like, ugh.
And then all of a sudden they're ugly.
All of a sudden, your personality will make you ugly.
Yeah, because I met people like that. I'm like, no, like,
yeah, if
that really matters.
If you can't treat people right, if you can't treat everybody like they're people, and you feel like you're above everybody, bro,
absolutely not.
Stop.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you always take them out somewhere nice the first date to see how they treat the staff.
Hell no, take it to McDonald's. See how they act there.
No.
Or tacos.
Or tacos.
Pick up in the daily.
Yeah, pick them up on the daily.
Tacos on the first date, huh?
99 Camry.
Yeah, if
Pick
they
them on the
like
99
it,
Camry.
keep them. If no,
No, I think I've said that too. Like, you know how everybody, imagine your very perfect date, but imagine you get taken to either a fast food, Chipotle, even to next level, Chipotle or Blaze Pizza. That's fancy, dog. That's good. Double chicken, double steak, and guac.
You got money.
You're in love.
Rich.
You're rich. Hell yeah. Chips and a drink. Hey.
extra large drink.
Hey, extra large.
Even better. Take a minute now.
Get a
Get a
super
4-bar.
size that shit right there.
Hey, 4-bar animal fries. Do what you want. On me.
Hey, it's because, all right, would you rather go to like a fancy ass date, right? You could go to a rooftop dinner or whatever you call it here and be silent, or go to a fast food, Chipotle, whatever food over here, but have a conversation for an hour or two?
Prefer something simple.
Everyone's different. I'm simple.
Because you feel the pressure when you go to like a nice restaurant, right? Like to act a certain way. And when you just go somewhere low key, you can be yourself. Well, that's how I feel. I don't know about you guys.
I'm simple. It's just women out there want to be up there.
Remember, you're... Yeah, no, because it's just, it depends, bro. Like,
Yeah, put an impression though. Like first days, we want to put an impression. Like I could take you here.
Well, can I say something?
no, you can't.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. I went on a date, right? And And that first date, we went to get tacos. And honestly, I had a lot of fun. So I don't think like having to impress where you take that person doesn't really matter. If you're like vibing with that person, that's all that matters. Because you can be like somewhere really, really like crowded and it's like the most best place ever. Like, I don't know, just like really fancy.
Yeah.
You're having like not having fun, then what's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like the vibe between you and him or her, it's really important.
I can relate to that. It sounds very like for me, like when my girlfriend, like our first date is like she lost her grandpa when she was like in high school. So like for her, like she's like, oh, like I want to go see my grandpa. Like, all right, let's go. And I got to hang out there. We went to the cemetery, and after that we got the donut man, and it was just a vibe. Like for me, like something simple like that's cool. Like we don't have to go anywhere like crazy. But like from that moment, like something simple, and she was happy, and I was happy. Like I knew like she was like was that one at that point. Like,
Yeah. I think the first day too, like went to the beach, bro. You can't get any better than honestly just being you two, being in a neutral environment where the only thing that literally can happen or sound that can happen is either the ocean or you guys. And even sometimes just sitting in silence and just being each other's company is the best. I think that's when you know, like, hey, this person might be all right. You know, like, or maybe this person I could vibe, because even though nothing is said, then we spoke a lot. It's tough. I mean, it's crazy for everybody, but just showing that type of love to somebody or getting that type of love from somebody, like, it really goes to show, like, damn, can I really know this person or vibe with this person outside of a big scenario, which is clubbing, partying, out with a lot of group of friends. Me and that person, can we vibe alone? And some people can't vibe alone, and then some people really can. Some people find a better time being just them on themselves. And then some people just really relate to having everybody around. So if you're in that situation, if you can vibe by yourself, cool. And if you can't, change them.
Next.
All right, boys and girls,
ladies and gents.
Made it.
Shut your ass up. Shut up. May you please put the little lower.
It's still sunken in. Chilling and cozy over here.
This is good.
We're good. We're chilling.
The disrespect.
No, it's like so.
The disrespect. It's all right, bro. It's all right. Tell us how you really feel, fool. Well, switched out one more time. Our guest, Jose Pepe, got fired, so we brought in the next Jose.
Jose, no way.
We all back, man. You good? You all right?
I'm good.
I always can't see your stupid ass face. Here we go, fool.
I'm glad I made it.
Fashionably late.
Coming in a scooter like Spider-Man.
I had to park like 2 blocks away.
Oh,
LA
shit.
traffic.
All right. You made it a little late, Magali.
I did, yes.
So we weren't able to ask you.
Okay.
How do you know when you're in love with somebody?
Oof. Once you start including them in your life and you don't care what other people say. And for me, it's like my family. So if I bring you to my family, that's like number one key. Because I'm not going to just bring anyone, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's when I know I'm like, okay, I'm in love. Like this is my family. This is my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's a big word, huh? All right, Jose, hit us. You weren't here either, fool, so we didn't ask you. How do you know when you're in love?
I feel like you know when you're in love is when you can't describe it. Where they ask you, why do you love this person? Is you just can't describe it. Like how I am right now, you just can't describe it. You start doing things for them without expecting anything back. You start remembering things, like any little thing, just by being apart from them. And it's a feeling you can't explain, but it just gets you like it gets you happy and confused at the same time.
Can we describe in your own words what your deepest fear is?
Oh, I think you asked that last time. I'm going to hit you back with the same thing. Is getting away from this world without leaving something behind for the people I love and I care about. Nothing to remember me by or to benefit from me, because I know I didn't do enough. So I'm scared of leaving this world without doing enough yet.
Can you describe yours?
Mine would be similar to yours, but not doing enough for my mom and my brothers. It's not really about me. It's just my mom and my brothers. I think like if I leave knowing they're not where I want them to be, I'm just not gonna be happy.
So does that tie into the same question of who do you work for, or why do you work so hard for?
Yeah, it's my family. I mean, I mentioned this before on the podcast. I was with you guys for the first time. Like me being the oldest, my dad not being here anymore, I feel like that's my job now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just like my family's my number one.
I think it's putting the pressure of everybody on your back takes a toll.
Yep.
Because how we mentioned earlier, we're those type of people that no matter what the pressure is, no matter what the weight is, we'll put it on our back and we'll run and walk as far as we can.
It's like they don't tell us, yo, it's your job to get us out of here. It's your job to do this and that's like we put it on ourselves. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if we put it on ourselves, we should handle and expect all the pressure. You know, I don't blame you for feeling pressure, but you know what you signed up for.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you're on today's episode, that everybody will get to see this. How do you handle being judged for working too hard?
I mean, I just ignore it because they don't really know what I'm going through and what are my goals. People, they just judge from what they see, but they don't see what you go through, what you have to do, everything. It's so easy to judge for anyone. So just ignore it. Just like always remember yourself. Like they don't know me, just like I don't know them. Yeah.
Can we describe who we are? If someone were to ask you who you are, would you guys be able to describe it? No?
My boy, I can answer that.
I would now, to be honest, because before I wouldn't. Like, if you ask me who I am, I'm just a person who's a hard worker and just like to make people happy. Like how I told you last year, like how my situation was to now. Mm-hmm. Like, I work hard to better myself and be in the position that I am, and then just to make everyone laugh. Like when I'm here, I like to make everyone happy, everyone just feel loved.
So you would say you're a hardworking, selfless person?
Exactly. I always put I put everyone else first before me, to a certain extent now. Like if you give me all the love, I'll give you the love. You don't show me no energy, I'll give you no energy.
That's true.
Because
fuck yeah.
With mental health, how I told you, I shouldn't be here. I just shouldn't. You know? So like for where I am today, it's a whole 360 who I was last year. I see who was here for me now, then who wasn't now, who isn't in my life now. I cut off a lot of people, family, friends. I know who my real friends are, who my real family is. You know. So that's why I work so hard. My goals, who are my true friends and happiness, and who I do it for at the end of the day.
Proud of you. Dogs are proud of you too. The dogs are barking, baby. Yeah. It is perro,
baby. They got the dog inside you. Come on.
I think that's it. Is realizing who you are now and not who you once were. on the way here, Dylan said it in the last podcast, 2 podcasts ago when this one comes out, that some of the best moments that me and him have is literally just in the car driving. And on the way here, there's a song by Lil Wayne that was brought out years ago, bro. This is like junior high, elementary shit. And literally what it says, the title of it is, I Feel Like Dying. Bruh. I was listening to this shit junior high, singing it. I think I was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking sad. Da, da, da. But not realizing to the extent of what it takes. So the message here, knowing that it's a mental health, it's also and primarily a mental health podcast for you guys to heal out of this. You are who you are now because you were able to survive the darkest moments in your life, and you were able to walk blindly through the path that you were once in. Now that you made it, now it's time to step into your own light and show who you are, because there's a reason why you're up and going. Because if power above did not want you here, you would not wake up the next day. And in this world, there's a lot of people that are not able to wake up every morning, yet we have the grace and we have the ability, we have the gift to wake up. Sometimes we forget that because the world is cruel. The world is this. The world is mean. People are mean. People get judged. We have one of the biggest influencers here that can probably get judged by the whole world because you're on some of the biggest platforms ever. But what you just said right now, you move because your family depends on you, and you feel like the weight of your family is on you. One of the trainers works for him. I work for mine. But it's just like, why are we all here? Everybody that was on this episode today, we move because there's people that count on us. You said it. No one asked. No one asked you to be the one to take your family out of whatever you're going through. But you asked yourself and you begged yourself. So the sleepless nights that you have, the long nights that you have, the long weeks, the long months, they're worth it. Because where we once were 6 months ago, a year ago, we're not the same motherfuckers ever. We're new and improved, and now we got other things to move on to. Yep. And shit, yeah, it's about to be a year since we sat down in that first podcast that it was just me and you. Now it's me, you, Jose, Ike, we had Pepe, we had Dylan, Cindy. The whole team is on. Why? Because everybody stepped into their own light. Now we all bring something different to this whole journey, which is amazing. So I think like I've asked myself, who am I? And I was watching a video, but I related to it, and I was like, I'm a great fucking dude. I'm a great dad. I'm a great person. However you feel, that's on you. But I know the truth that I walk in. And if I'm able to walk in this truth by myself, it's okay. The people that would support me will come on. And if you don't, then it's okay. Not for everybody.
Yep.
Shit. This week has been crazy. This week has been already crazy. I think, oh man, a quote. The last time, did you say a quote?
No, I don't think so.
Are you motivated right now to say a quote to us?
Anything?
Lo que sea.
Yeah, I guess. Probably it will be like, just do you. Don't listen to the other people, because like right now, like being on social media, you get judged a lot. They're trying to find every little thing about you to make you feel bad, and just ignore those, because like I don't know, just like don't listen to them, and just remember those people who are judging you or talking bad about you, they might have it worse than you. Yeah. So just do you. Don't care what people say.
Can I add on a quote?
Hell yeah. Huevo, viejo.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, mames.
Put the mic away. Give me the mic.
This one I just found going on like social media. Because of you, I laugh a little harder. I cry a little less, and I smile a lot more.
It's crazy.
I like that one.
That's crazy. I'm about to get it tatted right here.
Wow.
You're
Because
good?
of you. Because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more.
Yeah.
And that could be for anybody here, like, because of you guys, I'm still here. One of the main reasons.
Cheers.
Hell yeah, fool. Cheers to that one.
bro.
Hell yeah. Man,
Hey.
this is.
Huh?
Yeah, basically, he's a
It's the
psycho.
yak, it's the yak.
He's a yak. That's a psycho. I mean, do you have a quote for this one? Come on, big guy.
Enjoy the process. Embrace the suck. Because once you make it to the top, you're not going to relive these moments. This builds character.
Facts. You mind switching out with Dylan on this one? Dylan, come here, fool. Come here.
Dylan.
You gotta give us.
Dylan with the wine.
Way.
Dylan, you gotta give one out.
I didn't even think of one today. I didn't hear him. I didn't even think of one today.
I didn't go to social media today.
I saw the.
Spell your name first, Dylan.
I know for everybody that doesn't know how to spell your name.
For everyone out there that does not know how to fucking spell my name, and I don't
DX.
blame you guys.
DXV.
My name, my parents, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my parents. But
They're Latinos, that's
they're
why.
Latinos. I mean, obviously, my name is spelled D-I-L-A-n.
Not D-Y.
D-Y is
Dylan.
no. Nowadays that's a gender neutral name because a girl can have a Dylan's name, a guy can have a Dylan's name, but mine is all male. Is D-I-L-A-N.
Bro, for the 6 months I was training him, I had his contact. I think I still have his contact.
He
name.
still has me as D-Y-L-A-N. This
Same.
one.
Same. I had to go to your Instagram to see how to spell your name correct.
And in addition, it's still DX. Like,
And it's
bruh.
still D-Y-L-A-N. I'm kidding.
But today's quote.
There we go, Uriel.
Fuck you. Only one person can call me that.
Here we go, Uriel.
Uriel?
Fuck, shut up, bitch.
Hey, my cousin's
We
Uriel.
love you, dog.
Yeah.
We love Dylan Uriel Robles Campos. We love you, big guy.
Someone take the alcohol away from this motherfucker. Let's go. We'll get down after this.
Run it.
Today's quote would be live life today like it would be your last day because tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised, you know? I love that. Hold up. I can't snap with my left hand. You're doing something with your left hand you're not supposed to be doing, bro.
I can do it too. We just normal, fool.
But yeah, that's the quote for today.
If you're listening to this, can you snap with your right and left or just one hand?
Can you do it with both hands or can you do it with one? At the
same time?
No, snap. What do you mean? We're talking about snapping, bro.
80 ways.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Two? I can do two.
Bro.
I think for just like the last one that we did internally, man, I love this internal podcast because the questions and the way this podcast goes is not determined by us. It's determined by all of you guys that asked that throughout your situations, your scenarios, and your topics because shit, we're usually used to just interviewing other people. Mm-hmm. But this time we interviewed each other by your guys' questions. So
Exactly.
To add on to what everybody said, to how you guys said, and at one point you have to surrender that you can't just do it by yourself. There's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're still battling. But as much as you think you're alone, you have an army behind you. And that army behind you is the one that's giving you the courage and giving you the strength to keep on walking into your own truth. And if people don't agree with it, then let them go. Not for them, but for you. Because the more you carry on that anchor, you're only going to get so far. So do that for you. Care about you. It's only you. And, you know, you'll end up, what's that word? You'll end up attracting the right amount of people around your life because of what the energy you bring in.
Yep.
That's why we're out here. That's why everybody
Period.
that was here today, that's why everybody that's here right now is here. That's why we're still here celebrating 15K on YouTube, 278 on TikTok.
15,000
And-
shots.
Yeah. Oh, look. No, man. He wants to die. He wants to die.
Shots. Homeboy has like 4 already in his cup. Look at him.
And I believe 78K on Instagram, which was,
We're going to 78K. Yeah.
to me,
That's crazy.
it's amazing.
Dude,
It
that's
is
fucking
crazy to
amazing.
even think the growth that we have and that we are doing. But like we said at the beginning, we're wearing the green ribbon on our chests. Mental health. Again, we're going to put down that website down below. If you ever need somebody, reach out. Maybe not to us. If you don't feel comfortable, maybe to your friends. And if you're still not comfortable there, man, to this website here will help you out. But take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
On to the next Monday. And fuck, how we always say, we don't miss a fucking Monday, bro.
Not even
really
a Memorial
don't.
Day.
Not even on Memorial Day, bro. We won't miss a Monday.
We're still working on Memorial Day.
If you fuck,
We're still working on
Ponte la
Memorial Day.
troca.
Hey,
Hell yeah,
hey.
we are. Fuck yeah.
if you make an excuse on what your job is, then fucking give it up. This is not a job. This is our gift. This is our passion. This is our calling. And we have not made one excuse ever. And if you're making an excuse, you should change that shit. That's the difference maker. You can have thousands of people in the same industry, but if you make it different by not putting excuses on why you should be doing it, why you shouldn't, then you won't be that 1%er.
True.
That's why we're sitting with the legend herself over there.
We're
I'm here listening.
Sitting with the legend
sitting
herself.
with the damn legend.
With
right
the
here.
legend right there. With the legend over here having like 100 clients and even more.
That's a legend. That's a fucking maniac right there.
That's
This
a crazy
motherfucker-
motherfucker.
That's not a legend. That's
That's
a
a crazy
maniac.
motherfucker.
Like if you put him and I together, no, te pasa.
No, we did that.
0.3?
San
Yeah.
Diego.
Why
We're not doing that again.
No.
Dangerous or what?
I party with both of these guys together and never ever doing it. Pepe is my witness.
Yeah, I forgot.
That
Pepe turned old
Pepe is
already.
my witness
Where
in
was
this.
this?
I've never.
That was San Diego, right?
That day you couldn't go to San Diego? Uh-huh. Yeah. Well,
The day you couldn't go to.
well, the day she
Look, you
didn't.
hear this? Oh my, bro.
We'll go to San
Cut
Diego,
this
all of us.
off. Cut this off. Etos alive, baby. You know how we do.
We're fucking
Hey,
maniacs. I love
Etos
you.
alive.
Maniacs.
Bam,
Maniacs.
Magali.
Cheers.
Etos alive. Shout out Pepe, Ike, Cindy. Let's go.